Okay, let's go ahead and do this because I see some of you all are on here asking for proof. I got enough proof and I can show you. Um, I'm actually going to give you some more information too. And I don't like doing stuff like this, but I don't like somebody challenging me either. One thing I do know is this. Um, I don't like doing the armor bearer role as much as I used to do it back when I was younger because I know too much and I know too much of everybody's business. And then when somebody act crazy and then they want to play me like I don't know what I'm doing or what I'm talking about, that's when I have an issue and I have a problem. Well, so I'm actually going to let you all see what he did in my inbox. Okay. So when you look at my inbox and you see the messages and you hear what he is saying and everything like that, I'm going to actually show it to you. Okay, here is the inside of my inbox on Facebook. These are the messages that he and I corresponded after I had made my Facebook Live. This was last year, and he was saying that he don't know me at all. If you would like to have a discussion scripturally, I would gladly. Thanks for receiving my message. You guys can read it self-explanatory right there. That was at 2. I responded at 7 because I was actually busy that day. And then he said I guess after he listened to the entire video, he said that I was assuming and making assumptions, and that's not fair. He told me to send him his number and he'll call me and we can chat it out biblically. Thanks for responding. All right, this is at almost 9 o'clock at night. This is on Saturday. So I told him, I said, what am I assuming? I heard from you, and that's not fair. I'm basically saying to him that what you said in your video was not correct and it was not right. So he's telling me that I'm not right for saying what I said to him, and I'm making assumptions. How am I making assumptions? You said what you said, and it's right there. Boom, black and white. Then, right here, and just so y'all know I'm not lying, okay, and then my response right here is,
I apologize due to the hours. It's very late, and I would normally have a conversation, but it's very late, and I have to get up for church in the morning. So, due to that, I will conversate with you a little later.
so let's go to his Facebook. Just so y'all know, this ain't something that I created. This is him. This is Brian Carnes. We were friends, obviously, on Facebook. Strolling down, Jacksonville, Florida, Brian Carn Ministries. He's obviously got something going on, whatever. And, yeah. This is his page. This is nothing that I've made up. I have no reason to lie or anything. I said what I said back then, and I stand on it. I'm not going to move from it. Okay, now that you've seen it, let's do this right here. Now that you've seen it, let's do this. The reason why, and you might say, well, that's not a whole lot. That's not a whole lot. That's not a whole lot. Well, one thing is I don't play with people. I don't play with people. It's a game to everything. And I need y'all children, you kids, to really see this, and all y'all gays, your faggots and stuff to see this. Brian Carnes wanted me to give him my phone number. Okay, let's just say, hypothetically, you want to have a conversation with me biblically about the Bible. You want to pray. Let's talk. Let's talk, brother. Let's talk. Let's talk man to man. Okay, let's talk man to man. All right, then we hang up the phone. Then you going to text me. It was real good talking to you. Oh, you just made me feel so comfortable. I'm glad I could talk to you. All right, that's the first conversation. Then the next conversation. Oh, dang. Well, I'm real horny right now. What you doing? Then next, you get to sending dick pictures and booty shots and stuff like that. I don't play with these people. I don't play with these folks. I'm gonna send y'all all this other stuff from now. Jay Delano Ellis daughter. I was trying to find it, but I couldn't find it. But Ashley Copeland, I'm sitting up here looking at all this stuff because I had to go to another site to try to find it. There are pages and pages of where he has booked a room. Well, she booked a room, and I think he booked a room also. And then there are inbox messages between he and her, and all this stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm not. This ain't just me. This ain't just me. And you might say, well, that ain't enough information. That ain't enough information. First of all, it don't have to be enough information. You know why? Because I've been here before. I've done this before. I've seen this stuff before. And I'm not gonna play with you girls. I'm not gonna sit up here and let nobody play me. You're not gonna sit up here and just because you want to preach against homosexuality and still do the stuff under covers, you want to just treat anybody any kind of way. Oh, you're Brian Carnes. Oh my God, I'm just so excited. Oh, Brian Carn. Just somebody said that's not indicative of his title. That's a prophet. That's a man of God. Oh, okay. You probably send up under a man or a woman of God too that like to suck dick and lick coochie too. Don't you play with me. Don't you play with yourself. Go play with your hair. I'm sitting up here. I'm looking at all these messages between him and Ashley Copeland. I'm going through all this stuff, looking at all this. I mean, this, again, in this day and age, if you're gonna do the stuff, you better be real about it and upfront about it, because if not, people gonna call you out, and that's just plain and simple like that. Now let me just say this: the reason why I do have people who can verify this. I don't like bringing other folks into stuff because then it just make the whole big ball just get bigger. But that particular day, which was that Saturday, my brother came into town, and so he and my sister wanted to go to some lounge. I don't do clubs or anything like that, so they wanted to go. In the midst of all this, he meaning Brian Carnes is corresponding with me, and they saw it. So, I mean, I could bring some other people in this, but this is me talking. I don't need nobody else to do my video. I don't need this mess to get no bigger than what it already is. I'm just letting you know. I got people who can verify this. I'm looking at all the text messages. I'm looking at all this. I'm looking at the medical diagnostic laboratory report. Medical diagnostic laboratory report. And where'd she go to? She was in Texas, and this lab came from New Jersey. So I'm not telling you something that that I don't know with my own eyes, or something, whatever. Me and Brian Carnes ain't never did nothing, ain't never will. But I don't know, his fingernails stink and make his breath stink too when he talk. Anyways, but I'm not about to play with these people. That we live in a day and time where folks trying to expose everybody. And if y'all want to sit up here and be like, oh, we ain't gonna say nothing. You keep letting these folks treat you any kind of way just for the sake of their title and their position and stuff like that. Y'all can do it. I'm not. I promise you I'm not. I promise you I'm not about to do all that. I promise you I'm not about to deal with that. I done been around this stuff before. Preacher came into town when I was up north, and he was preaching and stuff like that. And, we came on. I'm doing my little armor bearer duty and whatever. And I noticed his suit was kind of fitting. I was like, oh, it's a nice suit, whatever. Going on about my business. Here go another deep voice preacher, just want to talk about deep voice, whatever. So I didn't pay it no mind. So, I'm doing my servant duty, serving. And I'm having to take people back and forth to the airport because this was conference time. And he gets up to go preach, and I've never heard him live before. So this would be my first time hearing it. No, I'm not going to give y'all no names. But he gets up preaching. All behind me is a bunch of women, old and young, all behind me. So he gets up preaching, and everybody's like, ooh, girl, that voice just did something to me. Oh, I'm too old for all that. So, I'm just sitting there like, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. So then, he's in high gear, and his jacket kept moving. I'm saying to myself, I know I'm not seeing what I think I'm seeing. So he get the preaching jacket just flapping. I'm saying to myself, oh, Lord, please don't have another episode. Jesus, Lord, please don't have one of them episodes here. Oh, don't do this. Don't do this. Lord, I hope I ain't seeing what I think I'm. Because I'm saying to myself, what I'm saying to myself is, I hope you didn't come to this church wearing the wrong type of drawers with your stuff where everybody can see. Because that's a trick. Preaching hard, just high gear, just hooping and hollering and stuff like that and shaking. This man takes his jacket off. Another armor bearer go, and I'm standing up. And he takes his jacket off, fitted past everything. All you see is dingling. I was like, and then these nuts behind me. Oh, girl. Ooh, child, touching himself. Oh, yes. Oh, honey. I'm like, I just sat down. I was like, oh my God. And he just going. And ding-a-ling just won't. I'm like, oh my God. So, you got all these women and men who just hot and bothered and everything. And it's like, they trying to get, I just want to say something to you, Pastor, Bishop, whatever. So I just want to shake your hand. Ooh, yes. Oh, I feel the power. Yeah, you feel some power. All right. What I'm getting at is this. You all can sit up here and play these games and allow people to do things and say things and think it's okay, but it's not. You can allow these people who got these titles and these positions to think it's okay to sit up here, get your phone numbers, talk to you any kind of way, and then get right up. And they just got through laying down, whether they taking dick or whether they giving dick, or whether they, male or female, whether they eating coochie or whatever the case may be, or they playing with dildos. It don't matter. If you're gonna preach something, I need you to live it. Y'all talking about y'all want proof. You know these Negroes for your own self. Now, what says something to me is when I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything about you. Because it lets me know either one, you got a small circle. Two, that you just don't do nothing at all. And you really do exactly what you say that you do. Now, I ain't gonna call it no issue, because if it's an issue, you can stop. But when you're doing the same thing every day, every other day, or whatever, that ain't no issue. That's just what you do. Now, I need all y'all children to sit up here who think, oh, I need proof, I need receipts. Honey, you got your own receipts. You know what you know, and you ain't no fool. Just like some of y'all sitting up under a leader, and you already know what the deal is. You just like, oh, well, ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay. I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray to God that you don't do nothing while I'm here, because I just don't want to be bothered. I don't want to have to become Olivia Pope and try to sit up here and figure out what I got to do to clean this mess up. I'm not going to do that. So, like I said, I hope y'all have enjoyed and y'all have all the proof that y'all need, sugar lumpkins, because I'm not going to sit up here and kiss nobody's behind for the sake of private Carns and anybody else. I'm not going to do it. You're not going to call me late at night at 11 o'clock at night talking about you want to talk about Bible. Honey, you better catch me at 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm just trying to tell you, because he not going to do it. Catch me at an early time in the day. You want to talk about Jesus? Okay, let's talk about Jesus early on. But after 9 o'clock, I'm winding down. About to roll up in my bed. I don't need to sit up here and let's talk about the scriptures. Honey, don't come at me at no 11 o'clock at night with no bedroom voice. No, don't do that. Y'all play stupid if y'all want to. Get y'all own self caught up. I'm just trying to tell you, I ain't got no tea tonight. I got water.